What's up, YouTube, man? It's your boy K-Benz back with a new video. You click on that video because you seen by that title of how you can change your life in 6 months. So we can get straight into it. And the first thing that you need to do so you can be able to change your life in 6 months is to have that consistency. You got to be consistent. You got to be consistent. That's the only way. Because motivation gonna fade. You being hyped up wanting to do something, it's going to fade. You watching a motivational video on your phone or somebody telling you to go do something and it's motivating you, it's going to fade. So you got to be consistent. You got to keep showing up. You got to keep putting the work in. You got to be consistent. You got to be in that consistent flow state. You got to show up every single time, regardless on how you feeling. Regardless if you happy, you sad, you hungry, mad, don't matter. You got to show up. Even when you sick, you still gonna have to show up. You still have to be willing to put in the work every single day. Even when you do not see the results, guess what? You're gonna have to show up. You're going to have to show up. You gotta put in the work. Because there are others that might be better than you on certain aspects of life, but you keep showing up, you keep putting in the work, and you're gonna outdo them every time. Why? Because you being consistent. You showing up every single time. Even when you didn't want to, guess what you did? You showed up. You showed up. And I got more to talk about. I got a whole list right here. We're going to talk about God. That's the second thing we're going to talk about, God. Now, you might click off this video, but for those who stayed, hey, I'm glad you're here. Because you got to keep God in your life, bro. You got to keep God in your life. You got to keep God in your life. You try to worship the devil all you want. That's on you. You're going to go down that path that you know you don't supposed to be doing. I don't know why you're trying to worship the devil. You tripping. You need to be worshiping the Lord. You feel me? Because the Lord going to really save you. This is why you're here today. You feel me? The Lord wake you up early in the morning. The Lord get you up. Whether if you didn't wake up early in the morning, you woke up a little later. It's the Lord. You got to thank the Lord for waking you up and grinding to see another day. You know? The Lord is going to bless you. Your blessing is going to come. You got to keep the Lord right there. You feel me? You got to give it up to God. You got to. Because God is always on your side. He always protecting you. He's protecting you for your demons. He's just protecting you for everything. You feel me? He's always going to be there. He's always going to come save you or be there on your side. He's always there. He gave you that brain, that idea, that vision. He gave you all of that. God is always there for you. He's always there, and he gonna always be on your side. Whether you're going through the bad, the lows, or anything like that, or the good, God always there. So don't you ever in your life forget about God. We don't even play like that over here. You feel me? Don't ever forget about God. But the next thing we're gonna talk about, I got on my laptop, is control. You got to start controlling yourself. You gotta start controlling yourself. You got to start controlling yourself, because when I say control, most men or women too be messing up with lust. You know, they can't control themselves because they so horny. So they might play with themselves, let's be honest, or they might meet up with a person or whatever like that. And you know, that fills in their needs. So you got to control yourself. You definitely got to control yourself. You got to control on the food that you eat, the sweets that you eat. I know you want to eat them sweets. I know you love corn, but you're going to have to stop that. You're going to have to stop doing that. It's not getting you nowhere to your goals. You got to learn how to control yourself. You got to control yourself, because if you don't, then you're going to lose. You could be great at everything, but if you do not know how to control yourself, you will lose. You like an animal that you can't even control your own self. Now others are controlling you. If you can't control yourself, then others can control you. You feel me? They gonna be able to control you. You can't even control your own self. How do you expect people to trust you or to even respect you? You can't control yourself. You're gonna have to stop your bad habits. You're gonna have to stop eating them sweets. You feel me? You're gonna have to stop it. You gotta stop watching that corn. You gotta stop eating them fried foods. You're gonna have to stop that. You gotta be able to control yourself. Because when you're willing to control yourself and nobody can control you, that's one of the biggest and greatest power to have. You feel me? You got to start controlling yourself. You got to be in that frame. You have to start controlling yourself. You got to control yourself. You got to put yourself first. You got to work on yourself. You got to start controlling yourself. So what's the next thing? Isolation. Isolation. You're going to have to be okay with being alone. You're going to have to be okay of being alone. You got to be alone. You got to be alone sometimes. You feel me? You got to be okay being alone. You got to. That's the best thing to be, is being alone. You feel me? You got to be okay being alone. See, some of you be seeking validation and thinking you got to have somebody with you all the time. You think you got to be texting a girl all the time. You think you got to be hanging with this person all the time. Man, I be seeing some people, they can't even go to the gym by themselves because they think about what people care about. Man, nobody cares that much, bro. Just go to the gym by yourself. You feel me? Some people got to depend on somebody else to go to the gym. If that person don't go to the gym, then they won't go either. You got to be okay with being alone. You got to be okay with starting that business by yourself. You got to be okay of investing in that business. You got to be okay of going to the gym by yourself. You got to be okay being home. Being home, you got to be okay being home. You got to be okay with that. You don't need to talk to a girl 24/7. You don't need to talk to your homeboys 24/7. You don't need to talk to your homegirls 24/7 or your best friend. You don't need to. You don't need to. You're going to have to be okay with being alone. Because when you alone and you can isolate yourself, you start to learn about yourself and you start to work on yourself even more. You're going to see what you like. You're going to see what you don't like. You feel me? Things going to play out in your way, in your favor. You have to start controlling your life. And isolation. Isolation is one of the biggest things. You have to start isolating yourself. You feel me? When people want you to go from this place to this place, you ain't going. When people want you to go to the club, you ain't going. You ain't going to the parties. You ain't going to the bars. You ain't going nowhere. You just locked in, you know? It's cool to be isolated, you feel me? Man, you can go out from time to time, but majority of the time, you know, I feel like you should be isolated. You should be working on yourself. That's the best, you know, that's the best way to grow. Just level up in life. You feel me? I'm isolated. I don't talk about homeboys every single day. I talk to them from time to time. It's all love. Ain't nothing personal. It's nothing, you ain't got to take it personal either. You know, I'm just that, you know, like I like being by myself because I started to figure out more things about myself every single day. As long as the day keep going on, I'm alive. I'm always figure something out. I'm always figure something different. I'm always figure out, okay, I don't like this. I like this. This is what I don't believe in. This is what I do believe in. So you're going to have to start putting yourself first. You got to start loving yourself. And the best way is start isolating yourself and just be by yourself. You don't need nobody else with you on your journey. I promise you that you don't. You only need yourself and God, for real. Come on now. And what's the next thing? Discipline. Discipline. You're going to have to show up and be disciplined. You're going to have to be disciplined. You got to be disciplined. That's the only way to success. If you start being disciplined, you got to start being disciplined. The more discipline you get, the more better at things that you get in life. So if you disciplined in the gym, you're going to be disciplined on the business. If you disciplined on the business, you might be disciplined in the gym. You feel me? But you got to be disciplined. You got to show up when you do not want to show up. You got to show up even when you don't see the results. And this more ties into being consistent as well. You feel me? I feel like discipline is more of a mental thing when you just don't want to do anything. You don't feel like doing it. You don't have all the answers. You want to find ways, but it's just like you don't know. You don't know what to do, or you might know what to do. But like I said, it's more of a mental thing. It's just like, hey, I don't want to do it. I don't want to figure it out. This ain't my day. I'm lazy. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I just don't want to show up. And discipline give you that, you know, mindset of I'm going to show up regardless if I don't feel good or not. You know, I'm always show up regardless if I can't figure out the answers or regardless if I don't have the results. You feel me? You got to show up. You got to start being disciplined. You got to. You got to start being disciplined. When people tell you, let's go get some food, let's go get some fried food. No, I'm not going to do it. When people tell you go to the parties, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to better myself. I'm going to be that disciplined person. Because, you know, as you being disciplined, you can help the people around you. People seeing you being disciplined, it makes them want to be disciplined because they see you doing it. They see you showing up. They see you doing the things that you don't want to do all the dang time. You feel me? That's discipline. Put in the work when you don't even want to. Even on the bad days, you still disciplined. Even when you having a bad day, you still disciplined. Even when you're broke, you're disciplined. When you don't have it, you're disciplined. You don't have to be disciplined. You're going to have to be disciplined. That's point blank, period. Even when you don't even have enough money to buy what you want to buy, but you still show up, you still being disciplined, you still applying the work every single day, regardless of what situation you in. So you got to be disciplined. You got to be disciplined. And I promise you, discipline is going to get you far. It's going to get you a long way. I promise you that. And what's the other thing? Second thing, I know y'all been waiting on this. But you got to learn a high income skill set. You got to be able to learn a high income skill set so you can start making money on your phone, so you can be able to escape your 9 to 5. You need to be learning a high income skill set. Once you learn a skill set that people will buy from you because you help and solve their problem, that's game over. That's a high income skill set. I ain't talking about any basic skill sets. I'm talking about skill sets that we need in our society. Whether it's going to trade school or learning a way on how to make money online or being a nurse, something like that. Somewhere kind of where self-improvement. Any of those are like helping others out. You know, it's benefiting others and you getting paid for it. And one of the top high income skill sets that you need to be learning is digital marketing. I'm going to tell you why you need to be learning digital marketing, because digital marketing, you can get paid from your phone by working 1 to 3 hours. You can get paid off something that you're passionate in, that you have knowledge in, and you can make money off of it. You can build genuinely relationships with your audience, and they able to pay you all because you have the knowledge, or you could be passionate in it and you're making money in it. You could get paid from the struggles, your story. Imagine getting paid from you just existing, you telling people, why did you get started? You open up to people and be like, yo, I'm broke right now, but hey, I'm on this journey right now. You feel me? People will pay you for that because you being yourself, you being your authentic self, and you actually have a digital product that will help and solve their problem. People will pay you for that. People ain't gonna just pay you for no basic knowledge. People is gonna pay you based off what you can do for them. How can you help them? And digital marketing allows you to be able to help your audience, to create a digital product, whether you're passionate in it or you have knowledge in it. You're able to do something that you do on an everyday basis and package it into a digital product, and you can give it out to your audience and you can start making money online. All you're doing is posting content. That's the only thing you're doing. And it's going to drive people to that bio or to buy your digital product or to your DMs, and you're able to make money from it. No, you don't need no degree, no shipment, no packaging, no none of that. Only thing you need is just your phone and Wi-Fi. Anybody can do this. You don't need to have a lot of followers either. You do not need to be special. You can just be a regular human being like me. You can be a regular human being like me and making money online, learning how to market on social media. Only thing you gotta learn is how to market. That calls digital marketing. Once you learn a high income skill set on how to market, then you up. Ain't nobody gonna be able to mess with you. You up. 6 months from now, you up. You up because you actually learn the high income skill sets and you actually applied consistency, guide, control, isolation, discipline, and you actually, like I said, you learn how to market on social media. That's what you need so you can be able to change your life. That's what you need. That's what you need. And by the way, I don't know if I said it already, I'm reading everything that I have on my laptop. I got my phone propped up on my laptop. But yeah, that's the only thing you need so you can be able to change your life. And if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. Y'all have a good one. Y'all stay safe and blessed. I'm out.